Hey folks, so I wanted to post a quick update video since it's been a little while. I've been trudging along, making slow but steady progress on the UI for my game engine. As I said in my last video, I finally got tired of dealing with having to manually modify JSON values for all of my data. So as you'll see here, I have a new widget for lights in my scene. This is one of a few new component widgets that I've added over the past couple of weeks. This one's pretty neat though, because it gives me really quick and easy manual control over the colors of the lights in my scene. Let me move this window. So you'll see that I can change the light color through this color palette widget. That actually comes built into Qt, which is pretty nice. Once I click OK, you'll see that this light has been turned green that is shining on my objects, which is pretty cool. I have a diffuse, ambient, and specular component for that light, so you can modify those through the widget, and you can also modify the light attenuation. So if I wanted to raise the value of the linear attenuation, then the light will be dimmer on the objects because it is fading more rapidly over space. So that's pretty cool. So now I can just modify things through the widget instead of having to remember what my JSON format is for that data. I also added in a camera widget, so I have a bunch of flags here I can toggle frustum culling, occlusion culling. Those don't actually do anything yet, since I haven't implemented frustum culling. I'm trying to do the fun features first. So I figure, well, if I get all the features in so I can make what looks like a functioning game, and then worry about some of the back-end details and optimizations, I'll stay a lot more sane throughout the whole game engine development process. But I can do some pretty neat things. I can change, let me go to my actual debug camera that I'm using, and I can change things like the viewport width of the camera, and you'll see that I have this camera display now pushed over to here. So what you'll actually see, which is funny, is I also have another camera that now you're seeing, that camera that was previously occluded by my debugging camera, shoved over that way. So, and I can revert back, and everything looks hunky-dory. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to show. I got a couple more widgets in here. That development is coming along nicely, and I think it'll be another maybe week to week and a half before I am back to my previous functionality with all my resources loading in properly, except now I will have a proper user interface. So I'm pretty excited about that. And after that, I plan on moving on to sound. So sound is the last major feature that I need in the engine before I can really start actually making games with it. And I don't have a lot of the rendering niceties that you see in a lot of modern engines, but those aren't too hard to add in, so I'm pretty excited. Anyway, I think that's enough ranting and raving for this week. Thank you all for watching. Until next time.